the project Activate Pro Max, powered by the ZILLIONAIRE Network. Now, I want you to listen carefully and attentively to this particular video I am about to play. It's just a few minutes, but very powerful. So please listen attentively to what he has to say. So let's have it.
Those who find an excuse will never find success. Assassinate every excuse. For the first time, be a killer. Kill every excuse. Nothing justify poverty. Live intentionally. Live deliberately, sir. How can you transfer lack to your children's children? Be highly productive. Never be a lazy person. You must be productive mentally. You must be productive physically. You can't afford to be lazy. It takes effort. It takes planning. It takes diligence. It takes discipline. It takes work. It takes sacrifices, sir. Achieve in a year what people don't achieve in their lifetime. Life is difficult for those who are not productive.
Now, did that make sense to you? Like, drop in the chat box, drop in the comments what actually resonated with you. Drop in the comment box what actually resonated with you. It made a lot of profound statements in that short video. But what part of the video resonated with you? I'm going to play it again now. But for you that got your message in this video, drop it in the chat box as I play it again.
Those who find an excuse will never find success. Assassinate every excuse. For the first time, be a killer. Kill every excuse. Nothing justify poverty. Live intentionally. Live deliberately, sir. Be productive. Never be a lazy person. You must be productive mentally. You must be productive. It takes effort. It takes planning. It takes diligence. It takes discipline. It takes work. It takes what people don't achieve in their lifetime. Life is difficult for those who are not productive.
Yes, for me, I got my word. He said, achieve in a year what some people achieve in a lifetime. That was it for me. Okay, for Ifeoluwa said, okay, for Mrs. Esther, I refuse to transfer lack for my children. Good, so I must kill all excuses. Awesome. Ifeoluwa, life is difficult for those who are not productive. I mean, that's what you're trying to say. Then Islamia said, those who find an excuse will never, absolutely, you got that too. Achieve, okay, it is me and Damilola that is on the same note. Achieve in a year what it takes others to achieve in a lifetime. And if you are going to actually do that, you cannot be treading the path like every other person. I mean, when others are taking 2 steps, you are taking 200 steps. When others are taking 2 steps, you have taken 200 steps. Why? Because the level at which you want to achieve something is different from every other average person. Are we on the same note? Am I communicating? Now, let's proceed. Takes us to the next.
Those who find an excuse.
Takes us to the next video. Now, let's listen to this again. So that's going to be very powerful. I need your spirit, soul, and body to be here.
You have no one to blame if next year is not better than this year. Practically speaking, you can't even blame your government. You can't blame the devil, your arch enemy. For anything to be better, preparation for it is cardinal. Jotham became mighty because he prepared his way, sir. If you end this year the way you end last year, this next year can be better. You pick your Bible, you pick messages, you look at all areas you need improvement. You look at your age. When you put your Bible, when you put my messages, when you put my books, when you put other relevant materials together, they can be one by one less than your age. So you are 42. When you lay everything on the table, there must be 42 materials.
Exactly.
You are 38. There must be 38 materials. That means you want to use next year to redeem your years. You can't just keep doing things the same way and expecting a better result. We need to accept responsibility.
Did you get that? Did you get that? Please, I want to believe I'm actually communicating to the right audience tonight. Did you hear what he said? We live in a generation where we don't take responsibilities for our lives. We just expect things to just happen all of a sudden. It's not going to work. It is not going to work. Now, yesterday, we were over 30 on this Zoom call. And here we are, just 11. So that tells you that to a large extent, majority are just wishing to be wealthy. They are not ready to put in the work. They just wish they were wealthy. They are not ready to put in the work. So this is very, very important. Now, I will not be surprised when most of you that are here are beginning to make some giant strides. It's not accidental. There is no success that is accidental. You will never be successful accidentally. Intentionality is the name of the game. You have to be intentional every step of the way. Let's proceed. I'm sure you are following. Let's proceed. Listen to this one.
For every rice, there is a price. If you pay the price, you will have the rice. No free rice. Not rice that we are eating. No cheap rice, no free rice. You can't just be the most beloved. If you see anybody that is most loved somewhere, the person paid the price. Look, you will never see somebody that God just favored. It's not that even Jesus, God just gave him a name that is above every name. The Bible says in Philippians chapter 2 from verse 5, let this mind be in you. Yes, he died a shameful death. He made himself of no reputation. The Bible says, wherefore, because of what he did, God gave him a name. Abraham, it's not that God just called Abraham and said, I will make thy name great. He paid the price, then a rise came. Show me the price, I will tell you the rise.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? So that is where I'm going to pick one of my major whatever from tonight. Now, everybody is connecting to Project Activate. You want to make 5 million, 10 million, 15 million, 20 million. Yes, for every rise, for every price, for every rise that you want. That's maybe your own is 20 million, your own is 15 million, 10 million, 30. In fact, it can even be 30 million, 50 million. It's possible with Project Activate. But are you ready to pay the price? Just like he said, for every rise, there is a price. For every rise, there is a price. In fact, some people are not even willing to pay. They are not even yet ready to connect to the project. They are not paying the price by connecting, not to talk of now doing and flowing with the system. But they want to be wealthy. They want everything to work together for them. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work. There is no free rise. Just have that. If you're not going to take any other thing home tonight, have it at the back of your mind that there is no free rise. There is no free rise. Have it at the back of your mind. So that will take me to the last video for tonight. This one is very powerful, yet simple. Now, listen to this man. He said something very profound.
Now, listen. My father was brutally murdered when I was 13 years old. My father was shot 9 times. Twice we opened the docket. Twice the docket disappeared. I don't need lecturing about the imperfections of our society. I get it. But I also recognize that at the end of the day, Bussi's life is a sum total of one single decision. You either get to keep the excuses or you get to make the progress, but you can't do both. And as long as we stay in excuse territory, progress is going to evade us.
Please, did you hear that? Please, if you had that, if that sank into your brain, let me feel, okay, at this point, I think I need to call some people because tonight, we are not playing tonight. Tonight, we mean business tonight. Michael Adeyeye. Mr. Michael, Please, if you listen to what this man just said, please do me the honor, unmute your mic and tell me what was major and profound for you in what he said. Mr. Michael Adeyeye, please, can you do us that privilege, give us that privilege to hear from you? What was that exact thing he said that was major for you? We can hear you, sir. Mr. Michael Adeyeye.
Okay, for me, he said the life you have today is sum total of the decisions that you make, and every action you put in determines the kind of life that you get in the end of the day.
Excellent. Excellent. Now, I'm going to play that video again for some folks that are just joining, because this right here is the reason why a lot of people are still stuck. This is one of the major reasons why a lot of people have not been able to achieve commendable results. So please, if you are just joining, I need you to listen attentively to this video again.
Now listen. My father was brutally murdered when I was 13 years old. My father was shot 9 times. Twice we opened the docket. Twice the docket disappeared.
Please, Favor Johnson, please mute your mic. I've told us on this Zoom call, whenever you are connecting to a Zoom class like this, mute your mics, or else you are going to be removed from this section. Thank you. Please, let's listen to this video again.
I don't need lecture. Now listen. My father was brutally murdered when I was 13 years old. My father was shot 9 times. Twice we opened the docket. Twice the docket disappeared. I don't need lecturing about the imperfections of our society. I get it. But I also recognize that at the end of the day, Vosi's life is a sum total of one single decision. You either get to keep the excuses or you get to make the progress, but you can't do both. And as long as we stay in excuse territory, progress is going to evade us.
Now, did we all hear that? As long as you stay in excuse territory, success is going to evade a lot of people. And this is why I was saying, this is exactly why a lot of people are stuck. We find it very easy to give excuses for why things are not working. You find it very easy to give excuses for why you're where you are. And that's exactly why you have not left the same position. So I want you to listen more attentively to this opportunity tonight, because for a lot of people, this will be the major game changer in your finances this year. Like I said, endless possibilities abound with the project Activate. So before I now get into the core, give me the privilege to invite Ifeoluwa Ezekiel, the current highest earner with the project Activate, as she shares a success story, a success journey with us, because we launched Project Activate January 1, and today is 13, and she has been able to generate over 170,000 in less than 2 weeks in extra cash flow. Apart from what she is doing as a person, she has been able to make this passively. So, Zillionaire Ifeoluwa, the stage is yours. Share with us what Project Activate has been able to help you achieve. This is the result, how you feel, and the anticipation you now have looking and going forward. This stage is yours. Please be very snappy and be very direct. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you for this opportunity, sir. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ifeoluwa by name. And I would actually say it's really amazing how I've been able to make close to 200,000 naira in less than 2 weeks in this additional cash flow. And I can't really wait to hit my first million with this Project Activate, aside my fashion brand, because I believe it's very possible to hit 100 million aside what I earn from my fashion brand. And this is me actually encouraging everyone listening to me to make good use of this opportunity. The way I see it, I feel like it is one thing to
Okay, is it your network? Are you still there? Hello? Okay, I think something is wrong with our network. All right, without
Hello,
wasting...
sorry, the network got me stopped.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So this is me encouraging everyone listening to me to make good use of this opportunity. It is one opportunity that we can't afford to miss. I made a reflection about how I joined ZILLIONAIRE Network, and I came to conclusion that I'll be doing myself more harm if I had not accepted this opportunity. So I feel it is one thing for God to help man, and it is another thing for a man to see the opportunity and to make good use of the opportunity. I thank God I made good use of the opportunity, because I'm actually not regretting it. As I guess today, I was about in my portal I had about 141,000 naira, and if you see what is being projected on the screen, I'm very close to my first 200,000 naira. So I am really excited I took this opportunity, and I will also advise everyone listening to me to also make good use of the opportunity. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for making that snappy. That is just it. God bless you. Yes. Now, I don't know, just in case we have a multi-billionaire listening to me right now. I mean, if you're a multi-billionaire on this call right now, you definitely not be here. But if you are someone, regardless of, I don't know, everybody desires an extra source of income, right? Everybody desires something that, now, the beautiful thing about the cash flow is that most of what is required for you to make this money is actually 20 or 30% your effort and 70% of Project Activate, the system, the structure, and the support that you are going to get in helping you achieve your goal. And meanwhile, this is just one person out of the many other set of people that have been earning consistently. She just happened to be the current person that is on the highest level. And this can be you, most especially if you are not connected to the ZILLIONAIRE project with the Project Activate. So let's get right into it. Are you ready? Are you ready to activate your way into your million flow? I mean, let me get some fire emoji in the chat box. If you are listening to me right now and you desire to be on that same momentum Ifeoluwa is right now, because as it's going, before the end of January, there's a very good possibility that she's going to hit her first million with the Project Activate, aside what she's doing. Now, a lot of people are not going to make that, what am I even saying, in salary. And she will be making it as a side income, apart from what she's doing. Isn't that a big deal? Right? Exactly. Now, you are listening to me right now and you want that same thing for yourself. Let me see some fire emojis in the chat box. Are you ready to activate your way into financial freedom? Very ready. Yes, sir. Okay, good. Now, you need to understand that possibility abounds where your mind can accept and come into proper terms with the fact that that thing can work for you. Possibilities are everywhere. It is your mindset that determines what is possible and what is not possible. And that is why you can actually see two people go and show up in a particular place. They are showing them the same thing. One person is saying it is possible. One person is saying it is not possible. What is the difference in between the both of them? Their mindset, their perspective, their mindset, their perspective. So it's very important. It has nothing to do really about Project Activate. It has more to do with the fact that how are you seeing it? How are you seeing it? That is what's going to determine what becomes of Project Activate for you. Just like I said right now, two people can be seeing the same thing. One person is seeing possibilities, the other person is seeing impossibilities. What is the difference between the both of them? Their perspective, their approach, their mindset. So don't let that be you that is seeing impossibilities. Somebody just share the possibilities with you right now. So you will be doing yourself a favor by seeing it the way they are also what? They are also seeing it. Now let's get right into it. The Project Activate, what are the components? Number one, it gives you the ability to tap into your known and unknown network to produce good cash flow for yourself. It helps you 10x your income. It helps you generate between a minimum of 2 to 20 million naira in cash flow within 365 days in 2025. Then it guarantees financial freedom. What does it mean to activate? Briefly, number one, to make active, to cause activity, to start a function or action, or to trigger a reaction of activity. Your finances has been on a standstill for a while now. With Project Activate, we can help you trigger the reaction to go to the next level by 10xing it. So permit me to congratulate everybody listening to me right now as you see this life-changing opportunity. I can't wait to actually activate the next set of millionaires into their million flow. Now, I really pray and hope you have understanding to use this amazing information I'm about to share. Now, our major focus is on wealth creation and perpetuation. Wealth creation and perpetuation. We are set to help a minimum of 500 people generate 2 to 20 million naira in extra cash flow. So pay rapt attention if you want to be one. Pay rapt attention if you want to be one. Now, ask yourself this honest question. Where are you coming from? You can screenshot this. Maybe much later after the call, you can ask yourself this question again. Where are you coming from? What do you need in life? What do you want from life? Answer those questions. Now, when you are done, proceed by asking yourself these questions again. What kind of dreams do you have? Is it big? Is it medium? Or is it small? Because your dreams actually determine the kind of opportunities you embrace, the kind of privileges you actually go for. With the way things are going, how would you fare financially in another 10 years from now? With the way things are going, how will you fare financially in the next 10 years from now? How about your old age? These are the questions you need to start asking yourself now, because the earlier you ask yourself, the better. How about your old age? Are you going to be a liability or an asset? A burden or a blessing? I need you to ask yourself that honest questions. These are the questions that is going to help you put yourself in a place where you can position yourself for the next big break. A big break like Project Activate. A big break like Project Activate. Now, how seriously do you really want to be wealthy? This is actually the major question that you need to give answers to now. How seriously do you want to be wealthy? Because if you don't want or desire it, you can't have it. You need to desire it before you can have it. Now, a brief profile of the company we are in partnership with that is set to use to create the possibilities that we're here to create for people. Now, I need you to understand that we are in partnership with Alliance Emotion Global, and these guys are multi-billion-dollar international company. They are wellness and wealth creation company. We commenced operation in the Philippines 18 plus years ago. We started officially in Nigeria in the year 2012. And we have 8 branches in 8 different cities: Lagos, Ibadan, Abuja, Kano, Port Harcourt, Onitsha, and Uyo. Now, this same system has created over 5,000 multi-millionaires. Did you hear that? Over 5,000 multi-millionaires. Over 1 million of these people are in Nigeria. Over 1 million of them are in Nigerians. This same system that I'm showing you. Now, we are at the forefront of natural remedies for health, vitality, and longevity. Now, what are the requirements for you to really maximize Project Activate? You must have a desperate desire for change in your finances. Most importantly, then you must have common sense, because we realize that in the world of today, common sense is not common. Common sense is not common. So, are you ready to design your finances, design your economy, and design your future? Do you know the truth of the matter? The country cannot help everybody. So, if you don't help yourself, you practically make it very difficult for people that are looking up to you to even actually have hope. Because whether you like it or not, people are actually looking forward to you making it so that they can rise. You are actually their son. If you don't rise, they will not shine. I feel this need to tell somebody here on this Zoom call tonight. You are like the destiny of a lot of people. They depend on your ability to rise. If you don't rise, they will never shine. So just in case you are here, you're thinking this whole thing is just about you. No, it's beyond you. It's beyond you. So I need you to start thinking beyond yourself, because that's actually the first requirement for creating wealth. Because if it's really all about wealth, you don't need much if it's just you. But if the goal is for you to be a blessing to others, then welcome to wealth. Now, what do you get as a result of Project Activate? Financial freedom, financial leverage, in accordance with great health. Key to unending earning, key to making money into old age, key to perpetuating generational wealth. Now, this is where the icebreaker is, and this is where a lot of people back out. You want to achieve some mind-blowing results, but you don't want to pay the price. Remember when we started out, for every rise, there is a price. For every rise that you gain, there must have been a price that you've paid. And that's why we have our portfolio in categories. We have the 1, the 2, the 3, the 7, the 15, and 31. And as you can see, the potential of different wealth portals, they are different. So you choose wisely. I tell people, if you know that you have the ability to go all the way for 31, don't lower your standard to 15. If you know you have the ability to go for 15, don't lower your standard to 7. Same goes for 3, 2, 1. Because at the end of the day, you will wish you have gone for the best of the best. Now, this is how to activate. When you hear Project Activate, this is how it is done. Now, it is very important that you understand that you will be doing yourself a lot of favor if you don't hear what I don't say, and you don't say what I don't hear, what you don't hear. Don't hear what I did not say, and don't say what I did not, what you did not hear. Listen attentively to how we function here, because a lot of people have actually bastardized this same mode of wealth creation in what? As regards to wealth creation. So listen attentively to how we do things here. Now, how do you activate your way into wealth? Activate or connect 2 of your friends that are serious or that you want to build wealth with. So let's say that is you. Immediately they get activated depending on the wealth portfolio. So let me go back. Depending on the wealth portfolio they go for. These are the wealth portfolio. You can just screenshot it. These are the wealth portfolio. Depending on the wealth portfolio they go for, once they get activated, show them this project and they get activated. Now, you are not the one to tell them this is, just follow the system. Just like I said, we have created a system, a pattern, a structure that helps it becomes easier for you if you listen to us. But once you come in here and display I too know, you will miss it. Let me just tell you now. You cannot come here and display I too know and expect that you're going to make a lot of money. You will not. Let me just tell you now. We are not one of those people that would want to bamboozle or lie to you because we want you to make whatever. We are more delighted in you making it than we actually write. Our whole joy and sense of fulfillment lies in your ability to rise. So listen attentively. So let's say that is you. Okay, let me use a name for a practical example here. Who's on this Zoom call? Okay, let me use Samson Ogaji, for instance. So let's say that is Samson Ogaji. So immediately you see this system and you're like, okay, I think God has answered my prayer by showing me this opportunity. So boom, you connect depending on the wealth portfolio you want to go for. So let me go back. Depending on any of these, once you position yourself, welcome to wealth. Project Activate begins to design the whole system with you. So immediately we have your first intentional friend on the left and on the right, boom, 20,000 on the left, boom, 20,000 on the right. As we call that connector bonus, it flows to you directly. And what we call matching bonus takes place. The system matches both of them together again and give you another 7,000. Remember, this is more of your ability to flow with the system that we have created, not you going about doing whatever. Just follow the system. We have a script, we have a modus operandi as to how to go about this professionally. So you will shoot yourself in the leg, like I said, if you introduce ITK into this. Now, follow me closely. You can connect as many people as you want professionally. All you just need to do is immediately you connect to the system, reach out to the person that showed you the opportunity. They will guide you properly. Now, you can imagine you decided not to limit yourself to just 2 intentional people. You just kept connecting. You keep using the system of the ZILLIONAIRE network. When the project activates, boom, boom, boom. It keeps going. There is no limit to what you can earn with the connector bonus. There is no limit to that. But let's get to, okay, so these are the activation cash flow parameters. We have 1, we have 3, we have 2, we have 3, we have 7, we have 15, we have 31. So that is it right there. So choose your own activation cash flow parameters, because we are going to round up with that as we activate the next set of activities. So yes, this is where the major game changer is. So listen attentively. Listen attentively. Now, okay, so let me use another person for instance. So let's say this is who is on this call again? Okay, so let's say this is Mr. Joseph, for instance. So that's Mr. Joseph. By the way, let's celebrate Mr. Joseph. Mr. Joseph went for 7 wealth portals, of which I'm actually anticipating that he upgrades to 15 because cash out massively. Irene, please, you are already on the call. Mute your mic. Mute your mic. Can Irene hear me? Mute your mic. Please, once you are connected to the Zoom call, the first thing that is expected of you to do is to mute your mic. You must understand that that sound is a major distraction. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Joseph went for 7 well portals, and of course, we are still looking forward to him pushing it to 15 because we really want to help him achieve bigger things with the Project Activate. So let's say this is Mr. Joseph, for instance. Immediately he connected, just as he has done. Starting from next week now, his activation process will begin. Now, the first person that flows in, boom, that's 20,000. Let's say it's Mr. Ayo, 20,000. The second person, another 20,000. Let's say Eno, another 20,000. That is not even where the Project Activate is. Now, this is where the Project Activate is. Now, follow closely. So the system will pair Mr. Ayo and Mrs. Eno together and give them 7,000. Now, follow closely. It's small, right? Good. Now, immediately we do that, Mr. Joseph has been activated. When he flows into the system with his portal, he is an activator in waiting. Immediately we have his first 2 connectors flowing through the system that we have created. That is when he becomes an activator. That is when he becomes an activator. Now, that's 7,000, right? Good. We now do the same thing we did for him. We did it for Mr. Ayo and Mrs. Eno. They will make the same thing he made. So Mr. Ayo connected to Olu and Ada. He makes his own 47 too. Mrs. Eno to do the same thing. Tom and Ade, and boom, he makes his own 47. Can you see that everybody is winning with the system? Now, the beautiful thing is all of this can be happening in your absence. All you just need to do is to play your part. And the part you are playing, out of the 100% of the part, you carry only 20 to 30%. The Project Activate carries 70. The presentation, the follow-up, all of those things, we are the one that's going to be doing it. What you need to do is to position yourself and do it on time. That's why I tell people, position yourself and do it on time. So this is where you now begin to earn money passively. Now, amazingly, you don't need to know Mr. Olu, Sister Ada, Tom, and Ade before you earn. So the system PS Olu and Tom together pay you 7,000. PS Ada and Ade together, another 7,000. That's 14,000, right? Good. And that is how it will continue gradually. That 7,000 will now begin to accumulate 7,000, 7,000. Now, the beautiful thing is you don't even need to know all of these people, because the truth is you will not know everybody in the Project Activate. Right now, we are over 90 something on that group. And by the end of January alone, we will be well over 200. Talk less of by the end of the year, right? Exactly. That's the beautiful thing about Project Activate. You don't need to know everybody. Amazing part is the people you might know might be the person that connected you and the first two activators. That is all. That is all. And boom, boom, boom. That's 7,000. That is how for the apologies to the Muslims here, but to the Christians here, you might be able to relate to this better. There's this verse of the Bible that says, surely goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life, right? Exactly. Here in the Project Activate, Zillionaire chapter 7, verse 2. This is how this 7,000 will be following you all the days of your life, forever, and that's how it becomes pa. Now, what did you do? Did you ask yourself what you did? By positioning. And that's why I told most of the guys in the ZILLIONAIRE network, one of the best things you will ever do to yourself this year is to position yourself and do it on time. Now, the people that have, now, Ifeoluwa that was sharing her testimony earlier is a great beneficiary of that early positioning. Once you position yourself on time, boom, you are good to go. Everything begins to align for you on time. And that's how it continues. It continues. Pa. Isn't that beautiful? Aha. Now, so let's talk about how that, yes, this is the perfect analogy. Aha. So month one, and that is why you need, for folks that have not connected, the best time for you to position yourself, if at all it's going to be so late, don't allow it to pass January, which I would advise that you connect. Once you have the means, connect immediately, because day in, day out, we keep having connections, day in, day out. So the earlier you connect, the better you position yourself to begin to experience cash flow. So month one in January, 7,000 matches together. By February, they will have done their own. By the time the month two people, the February people, by the time they are making 7, you are making 14. Why? You positioned yourself on time. And boom, month 3. By the time they are making their 14, you are making your 28. And that's how you continue. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, till December. Now look at that. Take a look at that. So right there where you are listening to me from, you just picture yourself and picture this money in your account. And relate with how that you did not do all the works in the world to earn it. What did you do? By positioning yourself to connect to the Project Activate. That is all. So now tell me why you would allow excuse or any whatever to deprive you of positioning yourself early. I'm sure you can see the person that testified. We still have more of them. It was because of time I decided to limit it to just one person. So imagine now, we are still in January and she has made over 170,000. And here with the calculation, she's expected to make just 7,000. And January has not ended, she has done over 170. Now, imagine somebody like that by the end of the year. Imagine what she will have made if in January, and January has not entered half, she has made that, right? And normally as an activator, all she's supposed to make throughout January is 7,000, but the lady has made over 170. So imagine what she will be talking about by December 31st, 2025. By that time, she will not be able to relate with insufficiency. Isn't this good? Isn't this amazing? Now tell me why you will not go all the way to connect and position yourself on time. Can you see the levels? So let me now communicate the levels. Pam. See, this is mind-blowing. Now, for folks going for 3 wealth portals, your own is triple dose. Triple dose. So instead of doing 28.6, boom, that's 84. Times 3. For those that went for 5, times 5. For those that went for 7, times 7. Can you see the possibilities? And the beautiful thing is we are building this together. We are building this together. Now, apart from the fact that you're going to be enjoying cash flow, all of this is going to come in package for you, and it is meant for your upkeep, for you to stay healthy. for you to stay healthy. No, nobody is saying you should come and sell or whatever here. As a result of your activation in the Zillionaire network, you are going to be given these packages for free, which is one of the major value you get for your money. Isn't this amazing? Aha. Now, let's share some success story. For those that love to get their car this year, God has answered your prayer. God has answered your prayer, as this year we are set to at least celebrate a minimum of 5 to 10 car owners with Project Activate, and it is going to happen. You just need to tell yourself that are you going to be one of them? But whether you like it or not, stay with us. It is going to happen. We will celebrate between 5 to 10 car owners this year. Now, if you want to be one of them, let me even see if I have the right audiences. You want to be one of the people that we are going to be celebrating their first car as a result. Okay, you might have one already, but you have another one through Project Activate. Let me see some fire emojis in the chat box that you know that you will connect to Project Activate, and as a result of Project Activate, your car will come. Give me some energy in the chat box. I want to be sure I'm speaking to the right set of people. Okay. Yes. Osinachi, awesome. Ifeoluwa, awesome. I think those are the two people that are ready to become car owners, right? Okay. Oh, Favor, awesome. Mrs. Esther, awesome. Okay, I think I have some intentional people here. Good. Samuel, Joseph, good. Solid. Okay, I think you guys were sleeping before. Aha, good. There is possibilities abound here. Okay, let's write. Now, look at this boy. I want you to look at this boy. This boy connected to the opportunity when he was 20. I said 20. No, it was 19. 19. Now, look at him now. I think he just clocked 20. I was still checking his whatever. Was it day before yesterday? He just clocked 25. I'll be 26. 25 or 26. This boy is not married. Yes, he connected when he was 19 years. This boy is not married yet. He's doing amazing things, building houses all around the globe. So I'm using this to actually address year 19, year 20-something that you think, but you can begin to create your possibilities from now. You are your own limitation. You need to understand that you are your limitations, and you can also be your own limitations. You are your own limitations, and you are your own possibilities. You decide where to. Can you see? Like, I can go on and on and on and on. Now, this is Mr. Duncan. He's in Uganda. He said 6 years ago, when I signed up for this opportunity, and that is how most of you will start. See, you don't need to know everything. What matters now is, do you believe that this same thing that is being projected can happen for you? If your answer is yes, get your well portal immediately and begin your own journey. Trust God that in the first 6 months, we want to celebrate the first 5 car owners with the Project Activate. Believe God that you are going to be one of them. But before that, position yourself now. I'm talking to people that are new on this call, that are yet to position themselves. You will not, yes, it happened to you. Okay. You will not have everything figured out from the start. It is when you flow in that you begin to get more clarification. You will have no idea of what you were getting yourself into. But 2, 3, 4, 5 months after, you will sure be grateful you actually jumped in. That can be you. That lady right there does not have 2 heads. She doesn't have 2 heads. This man does not have 2 heads. We can go on and on and on and on to show you the endless possibilities that abound here. And I'm going to be leading that crew. Give us 6 months. I'm going to call all of you. Just stay with us. Car me I'm targeting is one sharp car. Just stay with us. Now, act now. That's where I'm going. To be rich or poor is a choice that you will have to make yourself. But that indecision is also a decision. I'll come again. Indecision is also what? A decision. You and your dependents will face this consequence of your decision. And this is what I was talking about. Whatever it is that you are doing right now, just know that your generations are unborn, generations after you, they are going to either be giving glory to God that you came before them, or be regretting that you came before them. So please choose wisely. Don't let someone who gave up on their dreams talk you out of yours. You are personally, remember that you are personally responsible for your life. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time is now. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Nothing, see, this part caught me the most. Nothing is more painful than a missed opportunity. Don't let that be you. Don't let that be you. Now, I had to come up with some amazing stuff to trigger the hunger in you. Now, I hope you know you can actually own something like this. You just need to believe it's possible for you. Let me show you. Can you see it? This for white people. That's the road from 2025. Solid. Are you feeling it? Let me see your chat in the chat box. Let me see your message in the chat box. You see, solid stop. Now, tell me, please, how owner will buy that kind of car? Please tell me. Tell me how a salary owner can afford that kind of car. Tell me with your 200K, 500K monthly, for how long? And don't forget that you don't have forever on earth. Your time here is limited. That's why you need to maximize it. That is why you maximize it. Now, as I bring this to a close and select our next set of activators, I want you to listen to this man. He made a very profound statement here that I want you to hear.
If you keep being scared of taking risk, you not go far. Everybody that has built well took risk, including myself that I'm standing here. I have seen church people who are too scared. I've shared this story with you many years ago. I was doing, our real estate business, but we're just doing it in a, conservative way. And then a young man came to my office and he asked me a very funny question. He said, Dr. Stephen, the you I see, you can take this business bigger than what it is. And I remember I said to him, look, me, I'm a church boy. I don't want my name to spoil. A good name is better than silver and gold. And he asked me a question. He said, give me one billionaire that they've not dragged. Is it Dangote? Is it $10? Let's go abroad. Is it Elon Musk? Is it Mark Zuckerberg? That does not have court cases here and there, including with the US government. It was as if the guy removed veil from my eye. Because you know what? I'm trusting God to become a billionaire at that time. Yet, I don't want to take the risk billionaires take. Will I ever get there? I left that conversation. I said, God bless you. I'm going all out. All out. And thank God for what God has done. We're in 4 continents of the world.
To learn more about Dr. Stephen,
Now, I just need the first 5 people. I'm talking about the new people now that are ready to go all out. You are ready to go all out. You have not connected to Project Activate, but you are ready to go all out. Just drop a message in the chat box indicating the amount of well portal you want to go for. So I will give you the privilege. I will project the well portal again for like 3 minutes. For like 3 minutes. So go ahead and choose where you want to belong. Which of the portal do you want to drive Project Activate with? Which of the portals? So let's get to it. So I'm going to show you now. So for you that have already seen it and you know the one you want to go for, just indicate. I'm only referring to people who want to go all out. You want to go all out. David Yumbo, you want to go all out. Portal 3. Awesome. David Yumbo, please, can you unmute your mic? Unmute your mic. I want to talk to you. Unmute your mic. Let's hear you. Please, let's begin to keep it coming.